Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Forever Stranded Lost Souls. In the last episode, we were working very hard to try to get to the point where we could make the saw from Better with Mods, which is right down here. Unfortunately, well, we can't use it yet. We'll get to that soon enough, but we can't actually use that quite yet. It requires a couple of things we don't have access to. What did I just get? What? Okay. That was weird. I get hit by something that was out here. I don't even know. Anyways, that was weird. Just kind of caught on fire. So yeah, between episodes, I have been hard at work organizing these chests. So as you can see, they're much more organized than they used to be. We have wood stuff, so tree stuff, and that kind of like the planks, the sticks, all that kind of stuff. Logs and bark are here because we're gonna have a lot of that stuff. We have all other plant stuff, so like wheat, carrots, all that kind of fun stuff. This is food and other miscellaneous plant stuff, so like Britannia, petals, and mushrooms, and all that kind of stuff, plus all the food we have. We have a chest for miscellaneous stuff and machines, crafted stuff, whatnot. This is all blocks, except for that. That's not supposed to be in there. That's supposed to be in here. So we have all the blocks and whatnot. Then we have in here, most of it is sorted properly. Not all of it though. So we have like combat and tools and stuff like that. I think the gravestone dust will go in here. Let's put it in here with the mob drops. And then this is our like ores chest. So for the most part, that goes in here as well. So for the most part, it's pretty organized. I haven't really done too much like super concerned. Like I wasn't super concerned about making it perfect. But one of the big things is we can't actually make signs to label all this stuff because signs are expensive. Signs require the saw, and turns out we can't actually use the saw yet. So the saw requires continuous power, and the hand crank does not provide that. So, whoops. Oh well. We're going to work towards getting continuous power today, and one of the big things that we're going to need is a bunch of hemp. We're also going to look at whatever other quests we can do, such as this one for the ceramic unfired clay bucket, just so we can get closer to like a smeltery, which I'm curious. Let's just walk in here, and 10, we get 1 from that. Aha! Smeltery does ore double. That is good to know. So having a smeltery is going to be really useful. So let's work towards that a little bit. And then I also want to work towards the vertical windmill, which hopefully we can make. And if we can, then we will be able to use it in the Nether. That is not a problem. The only place you cannot use it is in the end. But hopefully we can get that made so that we can actually, you know, get well, continuous power. So, first things first, we're going to make some clay, and we're going to grab some more clay in here. I want to make more clay because we're going to want, well, we're going to want a good bit of clay for making various things. So, might as well get some, which is going to require water and lag spikes, evidently. So let's get like 16 leaves, and eventually we'll make more oak crucibles. We'll have a little bit of more automation with that kind of stuff, but for now we can just do something like this. Hold up, how do I get clay again? Because I thought we got it from world generation, compressor, no, nope. We can get it from millstone from dirt, which is kind of cool. But evidently we can't get it from putting dust in here. We should be able to. Let's wait for this. Maybe we have to do it in the crucible. Because the typical recipe is the barrel recipe. Aha, we can do it in the crucible. I don't know if that's intended or not, but who cares? So we have some clay. We're going to need a couple of things. One of the first things we're going to need is an unfired clay bucket, which doesn't really matter now that we have an actual, well, bucket. We have metal buckets, but it's fine. We're also going to grab an unfired clay barrel. And let's at least detect the unfired clay bucket. We can cook the barrel up. And then we're going to need some ceramics, some porcelain, so that we can get, we're going to need 5 porcelain bricks. So we're going to need 5 porcelain, that's 1 more. In a second we'll get it. And then we should be able to make, I'm going to make more water. We're going to start storing water as well, but we're going to make some of this porcelain clay. So we need 3 quartz, which we can get pretty easily at this point. That gives us the unfired porcelain clay. We just throw that in there, and that will cook up to make what we need. So getting an iron bucket is hard, but we already have one. We kind of went straight for it. I don't even remember what the recipe for this is. Oh, right, iron plates. So we used the hammers to make the iron plates. You can also smelt them in a melter or a smeltery, either one. But the clay bucket we're actually going to be using, or clay barrel rather, we're going to be using to store water, because I think that's a good idea. And then what else can we use this for? Fluid transfer. We can make, which water? Stone barrels. And then composting. Okay, so it doesn't, we're not actually supposed to be able to make clay like I have been, but oh well. Is what it is. I don't mind cheating a little bit. So let's go ahead and make the porcelain channels. And that's the quest. Cool. So we're going to get a bunch of different things, which is kind of cool. And one of the big things we can do is, well, go ahead and fire the unfired clay bucket. And then what we're going to do, I don't actually know if this will work or not, but if we put clay barrel on a clay barrel extension, can we just do this? No. I've never really used the porcelain channels, I'll be honest. I think we need to do some other things to actually make them work, but it's fine. So that's the quest there. And then we have the porcelain, well, it's the porcelain smeltery. It's not quite the smeltery, but it's good enough. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. If we can do that today, that would be really cool. So porcelain, let's see, we're gonna need, let's actually spell it out. I can never remember how to spell porcelain. So we're just gonna need, okay, what all do we need? We need the casting table, the heater, the melter, and a faucet. So the melter, that's 2, 4, 6, 12 plus 7, that's 19, 22-ish. And then we're going to need a stone bucket, which should not be too hard. So we need about 22 porcelain clay bricks. Now the problem is we're going to run out of, well, we're going to run out of water sooner rather than later. But there's a clay bucket. We'll probably get rid of that eventually. By the way, this is like our to-do list. That's where I'm keeping all of that kind of stuff. So let's get rid of some of the stuff we don't want. And we're going to need some more quartz. So if we need 22-ish, we're going to need 18. So 9 quartz. should be enough. And it's just going to be a matter of getting that stuff taken care of. So we'll just kind of continuously make more and more stuff as we go. And we'll probably work on some other stuff while we're at it. So let's go ahead and kind of bounce back and forth between a couple things. So the other thing we're going to want to do is we can make slime balls. We'll get to that later, I think. We need to make a wooden gearbox, which is pretty simple. Just take some golden nuggets, some redstone, and some wood, which we have a bunch of. We'll probably want some sticks as well. So we need to make some wooden gears. And that takes a stack. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make some wooden gears. Eventually we'll be able to make these wooden gears fairly easily with the saw, but until we get to that point, we're going to make these. We make the redstone latch. And then this should give us the gearbox. Cool. So the gearbox is what's used to kind of transfer power better with mods. It's kind of, well, it's kind of a pain, I'll be honest. Gearboxes can break, and if they do, it's really, really bad. You've got to control how fast they go and whatnot. There are advanced gearboxes, but the broken ones are, I think there's advanced ones anyway. But the broken ones are kind of a pain to deal with. So it's a thing that we have to worry about, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so we're almost there. Let's go ahead and start cooking up these guys. And let's get out of that for a second and go to better with mods. So we have the gearbox, so we need 2 of them. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, well that's easy enough. 3 of those, 1 of those, 4 of those. Alright. So we'll make the latch. We'll make the wooden gears. And there's the second gearbox. Alright, I wonder why the quest didn't activate. So that's going to give us 2 loot chests, which is kind of cool. And unlock the next thing, which is... there is an upgraded gearbox. We'll look at that later. Not super important right now. And then the vertical windmill. So this is better for the place you're in. To use this windmill, you're going to need 7 axles stacked up. And then place the windmill on the bottom axle. So that's what we need. It requires a fairly large area. And then the gearboxes will be used to kind of make things, well, nicer. So in order to make this, we're going to need both axles and these wind sails, which require tough fabric is part of what we're going to use. It just requires a bunch of hemp fibers, which we can get from hemp. So we're going to have to grind up a bunch of hemp. It's going to be kind of annoying. But let's go ahead and get the porcelain stuff, and then I'll probably do the hemp grinding off camera. But I want to get at least 1. So the hemp rope is just 6. So we'll get 2 of these. And it's not going to be too bad. Eventually, we'll be able to just kind of do this automatically. We won't have to hand crank it. We can set up a system pretty easily so that this gets power when we want it and whatnot. And then, yeah, it'll be great. So there's the first hemp fibers. How many axles does it want us to make? 3. So that'll give us 1, I think? Question mark? Yes. Axles are very important, so having this automated fairly early in the playthrough, well, once you get into better with mods, having it automated pretty early is really good, just because you're going to need a lot of this stuff. So let's go ahead and get the axle quest taken care of. We'll swap back over to the porcelain stuff, and then I'm going to get a bunch of the hemp fibers off camera, do some prep work, and actually have to, edit stuff, because I hate doing that. It's actually not that bad. I just hate doing it. And then we can get to... I need one more set. Had to do math. And then we can get to hopefully getting the vertical windmill today. That's the plan, at least. Because I would love to use this saw, and there we go. I'd love to use the saw, and I'd love to be able to kind of, well, work with the actual millstone a little bit easier, because it is going to be important for other things later. So there is the 3 axles, and we have the requirements for it, so it's not that big of a deal. And we can detect that, and we're going to take the loot chest. Cool. So we have a ton of loot chests on our person. So let's just go ahead and take that. And get some more unfired porcelain. We'll go ahead and throw that all in there. Okay. So let's organize the inventory just a little bit. Now, what's the quest after this one? Oh, upgraded axles. Steel axles, which are a pain to make. We'll worry about that much later. We need to do like soul-fired stuff, and it's a pain, especially because stuff can spawn blazes. So let's go ahead and throw the dust in here, and let's clean up our inventory just a little bit. So one big thing that we need to do is just get rid of the wood, and the clay can go in there. Okay, cool. So the other thing we're going to need, and I didn't realize this, is a stone bucket. So stone bucket is just cobblestone. Okay, easy enough. And that's to make the bucket. So basically, you make a stone bucket for a cast. We'll be able to cast out buckets from the porcelain melter, and that's the easier way to make it. The way we did it cost a lot more, but it's whatever. So we need, I know we need a faucet, porcelain faucet, and I know we need a casting table, and then we need, I believe, what was it, a melter, and then a the heater and the melter. So the melter requires a okay, we need like 4 more, I think. Is that the cheapest? Window. So window, gauge, or tank. We're gonna use the gauge, so we're gonna use a little bit more. So we need more water. That's a pain. Let's see, because we only have 2, and we need 4 more porcelain. And then we're also going to need some sand turned into glass. So we're going to need 5 glass. Let's go ahead and do this. So a little bit of extra prep. And if I have to do this, if I have to prep this off camera, that's fine too. Because it's just waiting for more stuff that we can use to get what am I trying to say? Just more stuff waiting to get the water for the clay. So we just need 5 glass. Let's go ahead and get that cooked up. We'll go ahead and make the porcelain melter, and then the heater requires a furnace. So we need a furnace. To get that, we need another furnace, which is just netherrack, which I already have netherrack on me. What am I doing? And then we just need some nether brick. And that's that. Because I don't think we can make furnaces. No, we can't use a cobblestone. So, has to be nether stuff. That's okay. Alright, so... let's go ahead and make the porcelain heater. And then the last thing we need... We still need just a little bit more stuff. So there is the 5 glass. We'll go ahead and cook those 2 up. And there's the porcelain gauge. Is there another way to make water? We can use flowers. We can use cactus. Okay. And I think it's just 4 cactus. So we'll use a mixture. Does it say? Of course it doesn't. Cactus is also. Okay. Good, good, good. So we can make... that's actually enough. Oh, did I have 3? I must have had 3 cactus. Let's go ahead and come down here. Harvest some cactus. Oh. Can torches set you on fire? Ah, they can. That's annoying. So I'm gonna have to rethink my lighting down there. Not a big deal. That's what set us on fire. Okay, we need one more piece of dust, and then we can get this. While we're kind of waiting for this, we also need to get slime balls. And interestingly enough, there is a really easy way to get slime balls. But it's not the typical way. So I don't know what it intends. There is a recipe to get slime balls, actual slime balls from, what is it? I mean, there's jellyfish, but we can't, well, we can fish in the nether, but that's a different story. I think it wants us to get, slime balls from the magma slimes, which there is stuff out there. We could probably easily go get. Or there is also rice slime balls, which we could use. An uncraftable potion. So it just requires some rice dough, which is just 3 rice each to get 2. So this is 6 rice and a bucket of water will give us 4 slime balls. So there's a couple of different ways to get slime. We might have to look into that today, because that is a quest as well. But there is the porcelain melter, and that should be the quest. There's more. It wants us to make a bucket cast and then a bucket. So that's fine. I think 2 gold will do that. Let's put this down below, because this is where we're going to eventually put our smeltery. So porcelain heater goes on the bottom, porcelain melter on top. We can add fuel here. You put the caster, and then the faucet, and then the bucket goes there. So all we need is some fuel, and the best fuel we have access to is, well, coal. Because we can get it quite a few different ways, and it's really nice and easy. Pigmen. Okay, it's just pigmen. I always want to see who the neighbors are. Just because if it's something we can kill easily, it's experience. So we just put some coal in here, and it melts for us. And the gold will eventually melt, and we'll be able to get what we want. So I don't know if the coal is constantly used, if it doesn't, like... what am I trying to say? So if you don't just go ahead and use the... okay, let me start again. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if it uses the coal even if there's nothing in the melter. No gold or anything like that. I don't know if that's the case or not. But it might be. So I don't want to put too much coal in until I know for sure. But we're pretty much ready to just well, get done with a lot of this stuff. I'm going to make the bucket cast because it wants me to. It's just some gold. Gold's easy enough to come by. And then, yeah, I'll worry about, like, we already have a bucket, so it should not care about that. We'll go ahead and open up all of these loot chests. And then I'm going to spend some time, not between episodes, off camera, getting a bunch of hemp so that we can get what we want. So it's using all this stuff. So melt already. Now I'm going to assume that if it's in here, it might still like want to use this. But it doesn't. Oh, cool. Okay, so I can just put a bunch in here. Doesn't matter. We're going to use this for a while. Because we need... The only way to get seared stone is with grout. And grout only melts in a smeltery. This counts as a smeltery. So it's kind of nice, but... that should be everything. Cool. Choice reward, I'm going to take the loot chest because I don't care about the chance cubes. I don't care about the iron toolkit. We can make those. And there we go. So that is most of the quests here done. The only thing we have left is the shell sink stuff or getting into the portals and the spawn chunks. So better than mods is what we're going to do with the rest of the episode. Let's go ahead and open all these lovely loot chests. Let's clean up our inventory just a little bit first. So this goes down here. I might make another... let's see. We can't put those in there. I'd love to get another pattern chest. How bad are those? I might make one between clips. Yeah, that's pretty easy. In fact, it's fairly easy if I just grab a blank pattern. Okay, let's make this real quick. And there we go. So what we can do is just take this down here, put it next to where we're going to put the smeltery stuff. And I'll probably move all of these torches onto the wall. And then we can not have to worry about it. Awesome. So let's go ahead and open all these guys up. Of course. A bunch of food. Which we don't really need, to be honest. But it's going to fill up our inventory. Oh, great. How much is there left? There is not much left. Okay. We have clownfish jerky. Interesting. And monster jerky. Okay. Well, whatever. We need to... I'll probably eat some of these better food items. You know, a lot of these would probably be better for... We can move that out. And put that back in this chest for now. Okay. So let's get the next loot chest, which is a heart container, which we can't use because those require levels. Ooh, an eerie mask and wireless RF transmitters. Those are really nice. We have a stable and stable ingot. That's really nice. More of the monster jerky. At least we can put that all away. Let's see. Stable unstable ingot will go in here. Combat. Miscellaneous and machines. Jerky. Hopefully I get all the jerky. I know one fell down here, which is really funny. Okay. And then... This doesn't do anything bad or anything. No. Just most of them are pretty bad. And then finally... Covered and some rabbit sandwiches. Alright. Things we've already had before, so it's not that big of a deal. Cool. So, I am going to go get a bunch of hemp taken care of, processed, and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll come back and try to make the vertical windmill so we can start using this all. So I will be right back. Alright, so a good bit of time later, and I have a ton of hemp fibers, which is actually not all I have. I have a lot more. We need a lot of this tough fabric to make what we need, but I want to mention something real quick. So I made a lot of cooked apples because I went through a ton of food, almost like a stack of food. Something I'm probably going to want to do sooner rather than later is get more hopping bonsai pots, but worry about that later. So the good consequence of that, though, cooking all that food made me get a bunch of levels. So let's go ahead and get some more points. And I want to get access to a good sword like this, stone rapier. So we need a lot of attack and a little bit of defense. We just need attack right now. So let's go for just attack. This is going to cost 4 levels. So we get 2 more levels into that, which is not too bad. But yeah, so we have all of this tough fabric. We're going to make all of this into 8 things of... If we get the wood, because I think we can use wood. Okay, this is the part that I was worried about. So we need the sightings to get this. In order to get sightings, we need the saw. But in order to use the saw, we need a continuous power source. So how are we supposed to do that? Let's take a look at the manual for Better with Mods. Let's see. Blocks. Mechanical power transfer. What can we do? So, mechanical generators. So let's look at the saw. The saw is very sharp. Mobs that die will have a higher chance of being beheaded. That's kind of cool. So takes mechanical power from any side other than the blade. And it doesn't really say much about anything else. So there's got to be a way. So the hand crank won't work, but windmills are probably... Can we make the other windmill? Let's take a look real quick. So windmill. I don't know if the vertical windmill, the normal one, will work. No, we still need wind sails. And in order to get those, that requires slabs, though. Maybe it's wood slabs that we need. Okay, it's just wood slabs. That I can deal with. So I was a little bit concerned. Let's see. That should be more than enough. Right? No, not quite. One more recipe of slabs. Alright, so crisis averted. I just didn't know what sighting was. So there is the wind sails. And we just do something like this, and we make the vertical windmill, which is a quest. So with that taken care of, we're going to get a loot chest. Cool. Now we need to set it up. And that's where things are going to get a little bit of a pain, which is why I have all this other hemp fiber. So let's go ahead and put that away. And let's go ahead and open the loot chest. Why not? We have another one of those sets. Okay. It's not bad, but it's not great. So what we want to do... by the way, I'm expanding the cactus farm as well as I moved the torches onto the walls. They're not even at all, but oh well. So there's a couple things I want to see real quick. We want to look at the gearbox. Gearboxes are transferred. The power must be input into the face and can output onto any other face. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. When given a redstone signal, the gearbox will not transfer mechanical power. Okay. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move this stuff to a point where we can set up different things. So we're going to probably want another gearbox at some point. But that will be something we'll worry about later. Let's go ahead and make one. So first thing we should do is we're going to put a gearbox here. And this is going to be driving up. It is directional. Yeah, that'll be driving the saw. And then I think if we go grab a couple levers, I think that'll be good enough to be able to turn it on and off, presumably. So for now, we'll just kind of have one. And that should turn this on and off at will, which is something I want to be able to do. So the next thing we got to worry about is the actual vertical windmill itself. And we're probably going to put it over here. I don't know how big it is. Wrong thing. I want to look at the manual again. Does it say? Does it happen to say? That's the hand crank. Vertical windmill. It is a 9x7x9 blocks of free space. Alright, so we're going to have to chop off this wing. And kind of get rid of some of this stuff. So 9x7, so, and these wooden axles I do believe can only go a couple of missing image. They can only go a couple of like blocks before these wooden rope devices are only able to handle 3 blocks without breaking under the stress. So we need to have 3 blocks, and then this will have the wooden, and that should be like that. So this needs to go 7. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. So this entire area needs to be demolished. And then we'll also get rid of some of these vines. I'll go up there and get rid of those. But we need more axles in order to place this. So, yeah, let's go up top and fall down onto the stuff. Now, I don't necessarily like want this area to be where this is permanent, just because it's kind of, well, inconvenient. But we're gonna live with it because it's gonna work, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. So. Let's see. We want to get rid of those. Die. Okay, cool. Can we get up there? I think if we go this way, we can get up on this little ledge, which is what I want. And this is the other side. I want to be that side. I don't know if this wraps around. No, not really. It's gonna be the best way to do this. I mean, we could just break through. Ow. Let's see. How high up is it? Come down here and see. So yeah, if I can get on this like little platform, we can destroy all of those vines. And uh-oh, running away. So yeah, we need to destroy those vines, but it's not that crucial at this point. I really should just. Let's grab some cobblestone. I don't have any cobblestone on me. Why don't I have any cobblestone on me? Oh, right. I turned it all into... Whoops. I turned it all into other things. So there is a blazing juggernaut up there. We do need to be careful of him. Let's grab some cobblestone. And I don't want to do too much more today. We'll probably continue working with Better with Mods in the next episode. But for right now, let's just get as much of this taken care of as we can. And I just want to, there we go, have a straight down staircase. Let's grab a different swordfish. And there's the blazing juggernaut. There's 2 of them. If we shift, it kind of messes up their AI. And so they don't really know what to do about us. So they're a lot easier to deal with. Fun fact, fun little trick. And there we go. Get some levels. Go ahead and eat some food. Yeah, there is another guy right there. And then we can take him out. If we just shift and kind of hunt him, he won't like freak out and go everywhere. Or he maybe will, but it won't be that bad. And we died. Dang it. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get some levels, but that's I hate those things so much. We need to get more defense, I think. That's probably the next thing we should focus on, and we're gonna do that right now. I know. We have all these levels. They're for other reasons, but we're just gonna get a bunch of defense. Can we put on any armor at this point? We can put on the chain chest plate. I don't know what we had. We are ethereal though, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, we can start wearing better armor. And we might want to do that sooner rather than later. Anyways, let's pop down here. And it's so cool being able to see. When you're dead, when you're in this ghostly form, you get this really cool like night vision effect. And mobs leave you alone until you get your grave, which is also really nice. And those are some actual places over there. I don't want to mess around with those either. We are going to be getting into more and more difficult mobs as we go forward because of the difficulty. I hear another blaze. Another blazing juggernaut. What is with this? And yeah, everything is going to be stronger as well. So let's pop up here. Let's do that. And I just want to see. We have a bunch of stuff on our person. And cool. That's good enough for now. Yeah, I guess we do have enchanted armor. Let's get rid of our death point. This is why I don't leave the base. But we go up a little bit. Should lead us to the vines, or maybe not. Hey, here are some vines, some thorn vines. And yeah, these are what we want to get rid of. So just break these blocks. And that should be... Oh, it might be. If we break these blocks, yeah. So we can also get rid of them with the just getting rid of the vines themselves. Looks like it drops something sometimes. Let's just try to find the rest of them. I'd like to chop off the topmost that we can. Just so we don't have to worry about these vines regrowing. Because they are still vines. Like, they will regrow. And there's one, like, right here. Looks like there's more. And there's, like, one more over here. That's not my axe. Okay, so it looks like all the thorn vines. Let's go ahead, grab more netherrack, and just so I have a little bit of the netherrack rocks, let's go ahead and get up here. Okay, so now there is still another blazing juggernaut down there, I do believe. Although there is a chance it despawned, so... Oh wow, I didn't know that would happen. We landed on the leaves and actually went through them. And... Ow. Stop attacking me, you little ember. There's so many of these things. Yeah, the difficulty is definitely increasing. Let's get a little bit more attack. Alright, we want to land on here. The embers are everywhere. There's a blazing juggernaut as well. Alright, so what we're going to do is destroy this. Slabs get broken like so. And I don't really care if we lose them or not, because some of them might fall into the fire. It's whatever. But we're going to destroy this wing. And hopefully we don't run out of stuff. I don't know if the vines matter all that much. But let's just get rid of this. Hopefully our pick lasts. It didn't. Can we use a hammer? No. Alright, so we'll have to get the rest of this in a little bit. Just collect all this stuff. I wonder if we have enough stuff for a we have enough stuff for a to use the bow yet. That is nerve-wracking. Let's just fall down here for a second. And I guess we'll just use this to get back up. Okay, so we can go repair our pick. That should not be too much of a problem. And I forgot about the interdiction torch that we have. That is what's keeping all of the mobs at bay. They won't attack around here because, well, they can't. They can't get into the area. That torch prevents them, so it's kind of, well, useful. So let's get some more netherrack. Alright, so I need to repair my pick. And let's see, this stuff goes in here. Plant fibers. Blaze powder. I do need this bone meal. Let's go ahead and repair the pick. let's clean this up and let's try to finish this up today. So we'll just repair our bone pickaxe. Flint would probably be better, if I'm going to be honest. I think it has the same, pretty much the same stats. It's just nicer because, you know, we don't have to worry about, well, anything really. Let's just come up here. We can just break through here fairly easily. Close that up. And then finish our work on the concrete. So once we have this, we need 7 total axles in order to make the actual windmill, and then hopefully there's enough space around. There should be. It's 7 tall, and it needs a 9x9, doesn't it? We might need it a little bit farther out. We'll see. Because it's 7x9, so it needs to go. Because this is, that would be a 7x7. So it needs to go 1 over, which means we're gonna need to have more gearboxes, which is fine. But this is where it goes. We'll probably have a gearbox here, like, not there, here-ish, to separate things, and then we'll need another gearbox. We'll need 2 more gearboxes, and then a bunch of axles, which is why I have all the extra hemp fibers. So the question is, I don't think we have that much redstone. We have enough to get what we need. And let's go ahead and make all this stuff. So we're going to need some wood, which we have. That's what I don't keep on my inventory. This can be put away. We are going to need a lever, which is that just standard? Yes, standard recipe. But we needed to have levels to actually make it, or like to use it, I believe. No? Okay, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 8 of those. So we'll try to do the slime balls next time, I think. If I can get enough rice, that's kind of what we're waiting on there. But there is those. And then we need, let's just get 10 axles for now. We'll see how that works. So this needs to go 7 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually not that bad. And then we should be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh wait, we have to hit the bottom one. What? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's kind of flatten this out. Actually, let's do it the other way around. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, 2, 3, 4. Something like this, and then 1. Oh man, 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is the area we should need to clear out. We'll go ahead and clear this out like so. And then I'm going to level it off a little bit and whatnot. So that should be enough, presumably. I guess we'll see in a moment, but... Alright, let's try placing this again. What is anything actually interfering with it? Okay. I guess let's do 7 from here. So 1, whoops. 1, 2. I'm so bad at placing these. 2. We'll put a gearbox like so. And I'll worry about other gearboxes later. We're actually going to need one more gearbox. I forgot about that. So let's do 7 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything should be clear. So maybe that will work. Blockage at X. Doesn't know. Oh, it's that vine. Okay. Let's go clear up some more vines. And hopefully this will work. I want to end this episode off relatively soon. But let's just break some of these vines. And that's not even the set that is probably interfering, it's these. So let's see. Oh. That is so weird. Alright, I will tell you guys what. I will figure this out. I will get this up and running. Between episodes, I'm also going to make another gearbox. Because we want to have a gearbox here. Getting power as well. What I'll probably end up doing is, let's go ahead and place those two. We have 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's go up 2, 1, 2. So yeah, it is blocked somewhere by something. Might be those. I don't know. I'll figure it out and get it to work. And then next time we will probably continue a little bit with Better with Mods. Ooh, Infernium. We need more of that. We'll probably continue a little bit with Better with Mods and then also look towards getting an actual smeltery. That's the other thing I want to do. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!